All right, collective. We're starting. I really didn't want to start for whatever reason, but I'm going to start now. So, this is going to be a collective's no contact reading. I'm doing it. I didn't think I was ever going to do this cuz I'm a person that really likes to focus on myself, but I've been doing these readings for about a week. I just started the channel and people keep coming up, and I would love to focus on myself, but they keep coming up. So let's give them the stage. Let's do a no contact reading. This deck in particular, I bought this deck for this channel. The main readings they give in their little booklet is love readings. So this deck is actually very much a love reading deck. Could be any type of love. Could be family, could be friends, could be lovers. Um but yes, we're doing a love reading. All love. All love. No contact specifically because you've been on the run. You've been hiding, you've been hermiting, you've been protecting your peace, and everyone's so curious about you, aren't they? I miss you. I miss you. How are things going? How are things going? I don't know. Okay, what was I hearing earlier? Maybe it's because this came out, but I brought this deck out. If you don't already recognize it, this is The Legend of Zelda tarot deck. It's the first deck I have ever bought in my tarot. Almost a decade ago. Not too close to a decade ago. I'm a few years from a decade from doing tarot, but pretty damn close to a decade ago. It's a 2 year difference. It's my first deck I got. And I wanted to take it out because I wanted to feel a little bit more lighthearted today. And maybe that's the reason that this thing has been in my head while getting all this set up is do for the kids. And really, if anything is ever going to bring you back to a situation, it is children. So that's the main thing on my mind as of right now. And we're going to get started. I'm going to try to feel not as guilty as I already feel myself becoming. Because do it for the kids. Fucking shit, man. All right. So no contact for some situation that you're not putting any energy into. And they aren't either. Because it's not like you're not open to conversation. It's that, what, you both scared as fuck or what? Let's see. We're going to start with my pink Rider-Waite tarot deck. It has explanations. I like to start with it. We're going to do your feelings, their feelings, and the bridge. Do for the kids. The bridge that something that bridges the gap. And then after that, we're going to get advice from some sigil magic. Hopefully that's not too scary for you. It's a little scary for me. Not gonna lie, I just got that deck. I did a reading yesterday with it, and a lot of fear. In this particular deck, I'm trying to learn the cards, so I'm going to do it kind of a depletion of this deck to where I'm going to keep leaving out the cards that have already come out just so I can learn them. Hopefully you don't hate that as a collective, as a channel watcher. Who's this? The Hermit. There. Oh. Not a more perfect card could have come out. All right, so that's your overall energy. Is your hermiting? Of course you are. Four of Cups. That's hilarious. You're rejecting them. Two cards wants to come. Okay, let's just get these two cards up. I was going to do three, but I've been bullied into the Empress and Ace of Cups. You got so much love, dude. What? Okay. That couldn't be more accurate with this particular situation. This is you. I'm just going to read what's going on. So, Virgo, Earth, Cancer, Water. The Hermit. Soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone. I want to be alone. Sorry. Independence, inner guidance, meditation, consciousness. The Empress. Abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting. Do it for the kids. Development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, action. Excellent communication and creativity. Someone who is generally optimistic. Wow. Isn't it so fortunate that everything that came out for you is very, very positive? It would have been quite a jarring experience if it wasn't. Four of Cups in the upright. Meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected. Form, completeness, foundations, progress, power, stability. I need to read more of that, especially in a no contact reading. I'm gonna read more of the Four of Cups. Ace of Cups, love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, marriage. So you're open to new love, pioneering, leading, alpha, dominance, ambitious, originality. You're open to new love right now? I guess we won't be on a hermit for that long then. Let's read this Four of Cups. I gotta find it. The Four of Cups is often associated with stagnation. The Suit of Cups is ruled by the element of water, and as we know, water does not like to be constricted. It loves to flow. In this card, we have hit a place of dissatisfaction. We might not be happy with what we have got, but we are blocking the potential for change too. That's that blocking energy. Dear God, please clear all blockages and bring all truths out so that I could move on with my life. We've all experienced ruts within daily life. The Four of Cups recognizes these blockages, but it can also creep into readings when we need just a small shakeup to unlock a major change. Traditionally, this card is connected to apathy and boredom. While we might not be happy with where we are also blocking inspiration or new ideas from reaching us. In some cases, we might become so consumed by what is not working that we miss an opportunity to get ourselves out of our current situation. I'm sorry. The Four of Cups will arise in a reading when we are feeling discontented with what we have. It could mirror feelings of disappointment or something that has not met with our expectations. As an example, this card might turn up for someone who has spent a year organizing their wedding, preparing every last detail, but then experiences the blues once it is all over and done with. That's that post-concert depression. When this card is present, it can suggest that our view is too narrow. While we are absorbed by our discontent or apathy, we fail to notice those things that could relieve us from it. This card asks us to regain control and look at the bigger picture. A solution to our problems may be within our grasp, but we will not find it by closing ourselves off from other people or new ideas. I guess I was wrong about this being good about myself. You're too blocked off. You're too closed off. Fuck. Okay. So it's my fault? Of course it's your fault. Why would it not be your fault? You're the one that left in the first place. The Four of Cups, when describing a person, will signify someone who feels that what they have is not enough. You greedy bitch. Have you ever met someone who appears to have everything but is still not satisfied or is obsessed by what they are getting out of a situation without thinking of those around them? On a deeper and more serious level, the Four of Cups can indicate depression or a lack of energy and motivation. The card still depicts someone whose thoughts are centered on the self, but who, due to circumstances, is unable to break from the pattern. For this kind of person, venturing outside of their world one step at a time would be the way forward. In this case, professional assistance would be a necessity. The questions are Four of Cups and you. Have you cut yourself off from those around you? Yes. What opportunities or inspiration might you be missing out on? Do it for the kid. This could be. What could you do to ease yourself back into the world? Dude. Can you calm down? What might you feel disappointed or apathetic at this time? Why? Why might you feel? Apathy, boredom, discontentment, missing out on opportunities. The thing is, I spent so much time reaching out to people and so much effort. I want them to work for it now. I'm tired of trying. Okay, let's see what this little booklet specifically for this is, because this is a different overall Rider-Waite tarot reading, but it's the exact same shit, so why am I? Because I want to. The Four of Cups. Upright keywords, contemplation, reevaluation, missed opportunities, not appreciating what you have, love after loss, not appreciating what you have. I didn't know that's what that card meant. Like, I knew it meant rejection, but these are like, why are you rejecting? I really thought it was like, fuck them. But you can see this person's very much looking like a spoiled brat teenager. Stop saying that about me. Why do you have to do this? There is a great abundance around you. If you're open to receiving it, you want something more. Maybe feeling bored or distracted, but are missing out on what is right in front of you. Just open your eyes. It's right there. That song's called Right There. I don't know who it's by, but are missing out on what is right in front of you. Don't cut yourself off. Open up to the fullness and richness of your life. Remember that there is love all around you. Okay, so it's not just. Okay, that's better. I'm feeling better about myself now. A young man sits under a tree, oblivious of the three filled cups before him. Oh, so it's kind of like Five of Cups. That's interesting. From above, he is offered another cup, which he also ignores. Whoa. A stationary period, dissatisfaction with material success, kindness from others. Kindness from others. And for yes or no, it's no, not what you want. This one says it's a maybe. How are you going to have two different... Okay. I gotta get into the hermit energy now. Because the hermit kind of values aloneness. If I remember correctly. If I'm not gonna get bamboozled like I just did. What? Come on. Why am I so upset? It's because I want to be the good guy. The hermit. I don't even want to read this anymore. Wisdom, solitude, a guide, stepping outside of society, reflection, and soul searching. Yeah. I don't even want to read this. I don't need to. As a person, the hermit can act as a guide. It is important to acknowledge that this card can speak about being alone. On a positive level, it describes someone who is at one with their beliefs and who is independent. Yeah, that's where I wanted to be in the Four of Cups. I can't believe the Four of Cups is so... Hey, you're a bitch. Like, that's really what the Four of Cups just told me, like, right now. The hermit pulls away from society and follows his own quiet path. In doing so, he travels deep within himself in pursuit of self-knowledge and understanding. There will be many times when we look for an answer externally, but the real message of the hermit concerns the solutions that can only be found within. Yeah. So it's not bad to be alone. We may wish to contemplate our own situation and work out how we can change our life from the inside out. That's why I'm alone. Why do you have to be so mean to me? Tarot. I didn't read that whole thing, but I don't want to. I don't have to. That's the main thing. The Hermit. Looking within, introspection, soul searching, solitude. You are honoring your spiritual self at this time. Take some time away from others to do some soul searching. There we go. You will find the guidance you need. The Hermit suggests that you are in a phase of introspection where you are drawing your attention inwards and looking for answers within. You are in need of a period of inner reflection away from the current demands of your position. The Empress and the Ace of Cups. I guess I should read those too. Is my life a lie? Do I know nothing about tarot? Empress, 3. Should we just move on? Well, what's the point of moving on if you don't have a clear understanding of what's being said to you? Why do you just want to keep going? Just so you could confirm your own beliefs? Don't you want to bridge the gap? Isn't this the whole point of trying to do this no contact, is to clear out this energy so that you can just focus on yourself? But if I'm dealing with these other people that stress me out, isn't that not focusing on myself? Well, you need people to be around you because we cannot live this life alone. The Empress as a person. Naturally, the Empress concerns mothers of all descriptions. However, do it for the kids. However, one needn't have given birth to a child to be a good mother. The Empress considers all living things her children. So the card may describe a person who cares for elderly parents, works within the caring industry, or someone who parents the children of a partner. The Empress... Do it for the kids, man. That's actually spot on. I'm fucking depressed right now. The Empress is warm and passionate about the world around her. She is a loving and sensual woman, eager to express herself, look after those she loves. But when in a challenging position, this woman's protective qualities can become smothering. She might be the person who overfeeds her pets, overprotects her children, and doesn't let her offspring fight their own battles. Femininity, motherhood, creativity, nurturing nature, abundance, fertility, pregnancy. The Tarot's Empress is a symbol of femininity, but unlike the High Priestess, she is sensual in nature and is an active part of creation. Because she is often associated with Mother Earth, every living thing is regarded as one of her children. So it is not surprising that this is often considered a card of maternal protection and instinct. Many readers have interpreted this card as an indication of fertility, and the Empress can still be predictive of pregnancy. Mommy, where'd you go? The Empress is a... Oh... That was a lot for me. The Empress is a figure of physical abundance and creativity, often described as an earth mother. She beholds all that the world has to offer and generously wishes to shower us with its riches. Mommy, where'd you go? Mommy, 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 mommy. Mommy, where'd you go? Mommy, I need you. While this card can speak of conceiving a child and it may refer to a birth, its meaning isn't solely attributed to the nurturing of children. The Empress has a hand in all kinds of creation and can therefore be connected to the arts. Whatever our creativity is based around, this figure encourages growth and helps bring about new projects. Whether that is the creation of a new painting, the manifestation of an idea, or the first steps within a new business, many artists consider the Empress their patron, using her fertile and expansive energy to help them in developing their creative ideas. Well, that's where you are. You're doing your creative works. You're not a mother to anybody. As much as you want to put yourself in the position. There's a quote in the Bible, and I'm not barren, but it says, like, blessed be barren women because they are a mother to all. It's dangerous to put yourself in that mindset because you are not these people's mother, these children's mother, and you want to overgive yourself and nurture everything around you so that they don't falter in the love that they need, but you need that love for yourself as well, and you have been nurturing yourself in this hermit mode and giving yourself that love because you can't keep giving to these people over and over and over and over and over and over again, especially if they cause you pain. The Empress as a situation. The Empress as a situation concerns the evolution of something new. Of course, this could offer refer to a physical birth, but it might also regard the beginning of a new project, course, or relationship that needs to be carefully nurtured. While the Empress can describe the care we give to others, she can also highlight a need for self care. That's what I literally just said, dude. Because the Empress is related to our sensory world, she may suggest a need for nurturing the physical body. If our lifestyle has been working against us, the Empress could be encouraging us to think of how it is affecting our health. She may also suggest that we are not drinking enough water or that we need to modify our diet. The Empress may appear in a reading when we need to express ourselves and our creativity. Although she inspires many an artist, we do not need to be the next Michelangelo to hear her call. Creativity of all kinds is recognized by this card, whether someone is a gardener, decorator, writer, cook, or just want to plant a few flowers in their window box. The Empress surrounds us with her artistic magic at this time. The Empress as a person. Naturally, the Empress concerns mothers of all descriptions. I just read those. The Empress is warm and passionate about the world around her. She is a loving and sensual woman, eager to express herself and look after those she loves. But when in a challenging position, this woman's protective qualities can become smothering. I did read this already. Okay, let's get the little booklet. Honestly, I couldn't be more stressed out right now. Fruitfulness, initiative, action, long days, clandestine. What? The unknown, difficulty, doubt, ignorance. Mothering energy, embrace the qualities of nurturing and love for yourself as well as others. This card indicates fertility, which may be in the form of new ideas that need nurturing in order to flourish. The Empress is traditionally associated with maternal influence. It is the card if you're hoping to start a family. She can represent the creation of life, romance, art, or new business. So it's not wrong to focus on yourself. It's not wrong to focus on yourself, Four of Cups. I think the Four of Cups is just saying that you're in hermit mode for self-discovery, but don't be so harsh on these people that you're distancing yourself away from. Don't hate them because you need to discover something within yourself. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. What did we even do to you? You didn't do anything. Can't you understand that? Can't you understand that I need to sort myself out before I speak to you again? But I miss you. I miss you too, but I can't do this right now. Ace of Cups. Within all aces, we find the beginning of something. In the Ace of Cups, we witness the unfolding of a new emotional situation or encounter. I'm getting depressed. The element of water relates to the realm of feeling, so can therefore touch on chapters of life that can become both emotionally satisfying and challenging. The Ace of Cups is most often depicted by a single cup symbolizing, yeah. Let's just read it. Symbolizing the emotional seed. It can indicate a fresh start within our emotional life and will often predict the beginning of a romantic interest or partnership. Since this is the first card of the suit, its meaning is relatively neutral. While it opens both our heart and mind to the potential of love, it cannot depict how a new relationship will eventually turn out on its own. Ace of Cups as a situation. As a situation, the Ace of Cups represents an offer. Within romantically based readings, it can manifest as the first stirrings of emotional interest. Has someone caught your eye recently, or might they have made the first move? For anyone who has been previously wounded in a relationship, that's where I am right now. The promise of the Ace of Cups might not be easy to accept. There we go. Although it can symbolize the romantic interest of someone new, they may find opening their heart after a painful encounter to be difficult. For the Ace of Cups to turn into something deeper, we must first make room for it. In some cases, we may need to work on our self esteem and lay the past to rest before we can open ourselves to new opportunities. God, I want to cry. In non romantic readings, the Ace of Cups will signify the beginnings of friendship, our emotional investment in our work, or even the birth of a child. If you find the Ace of Cups within a work related reading, it will likely encourage you to either find a love for what you do or to consider a career in something you love. Ace of Cups is a person. The person described by the Ace of Cups will be happy to extend their hand and heart in a given situation. This is not the person who helps you because they feel they ought to, but because they care. The card can highlight someone within a caring profession who is paid to look after others, but it can describe anyone who happily puts the well-being of others before their own. Compassionate people of all kinds will be represented by this card. And in a reading, and the Ace of Cups will alert us to someone who really cares about us. Since the Ace of Cups is no more than a seed waiting to grow and bloom, the card can represent youthful and romantic souls. These people will be sensitive, enthusiastic, and likely to openly express their emotions within their art or through creative writing. Ace of Cups and you. How open are you to new love or friendship at this time? Do you love the work that you're currently involved in? How might you best express your emotions? By fucking crying, that's what it is. How might you extend the hand of love and care to someone in your life? New emotional situation, the stirring of feelings, opening of the heart. Well, at least your heart is getting opened. Okay, we gotta move on to them. This is being taken very slowly. I thought I was going to do justice in the reverse. That's them. What? I was saying stuff. I thought I was going to do multiple readings today, but this is enough for me. This is enough for me. I'm like thoroughly getting depressed right now. Under. This is them. Justice in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Cups in the all in reverse, man. Are you kidding me? Nine of Cups in reverse. Let me flip the deck. Three of Swords in the upright. Kiss me, reckless. That song is in my head. That's a new song by Nessa Barrett. Too fast to live, too young to die. Someone's getting karmic justice right now. This other person that you've cut off, they're miserable. They're so miserable. What can you do about it? So you got you and your loving ass energy, and them, they're so miserable without you. Your job isn't to appease other people's misery. They've gotten themselves in this mess, and you could do nothing about it. I need to read them as much as I read myself. I need to know why I have cut them off and why I'm moving on to new love. This is a breakup. right now, as I'm going to read this, it's going to feel like a breakup. We'll see what happens when I start bridging the gap. But I am in the most heartbroken energy right now. And I think that's the energy of this person that you don't even want to touch. You don't want to look at them. You don't want to see them. You know they're going through a lot of pain. And they've caused you so much pain, so you don't even want to care. Some crazy shit. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to see that you're going through a hard time. I had a lot of love for you, and now I don't. You've broken my trust. I don't care about you anymore. I don't care about you anymore. I don't want to care about you anymore. And if all you can offer me is your heartbreak, what am I supposed to do with that? You're going to call me a brat? You're going to call me an unfit mother? No, that's not what you're doing. You're just hurting. You're in so much pain you can't even handle anything. What am I supposed to do with you? What am I actually supposed to do with you? Do for the kids. Fuck you. You can't handle me. You can't handle me correctly. I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain because of you. Because of what you've done to me. And you want to just say, do it for the kids? You don't want to actually change? Who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are? You fucking asshole. You think you could just string me along with these innocent children? The kids know I love them. What they don't know is that I hate you. They don't know I hate you. And as adults, we can get through the situation, and we should for the kids. But I hate you. And you're so heartbroken because I hate you. And there's nothing you can do other than change and get better and prove me wrong. If you do that, we're fine. If you were able to do that, we would be fine. But you haven't done that, have you? You haven't done that. So now we're here. You're going through a hard time, and I'm discovering myself and my love and my passion. And you're going through a hard time, and what? You want me to feel bad for you? You want me to feel guilty because I'm enjoying my life and you are not? Do it for the kids. Fuck you. You know I love those children, but fuck you. Those kids need a good role model, and they need someone that isn't going to take your bullshit. And until I could tell you fuck you in your face in front of them, I don't think I can be a fit mother. What about forgiveness? Fuck you. Repent. And then I'll forgive you. What, you're gonna do the same thing over and over again? The same mistakes? The same asshole move? And then you're going to tell me to try to forgive you after you won't change? Why do I need to forgive you when you're causing destruction constantly, why do I need to forgive you? So let's see what bullshit you're going through. Don't try to put me through that guilt. And even this slight description. Justice in reverse. Unfairness, lack of accountability, guilt, dishonesty, punishment. This is their energy. And it couldn't be more clear. Libra, air. Balancing the polarities in a given situation. It's not fair. It's not fair. Equity. Wait, no, this is in the upright. Let's look at the reversed. Everything's in the reverse except for that Three of Swords, and that Three of Swords is a bad card to get. Imbalance, false accusations, unfairness, abusive action, biased opinion. You gonna try to call me out? You're gonna try to call me out. You're gonna try to tell me I'm in the wrong. You're really gonna try to do that, dude. Okay. You must seek balance and truth. Your actions have long-term effects. Spend some time making sure that things are fair. Look for situations in your life that may require mediation, actually. This card represents justice and fairness. You're being called to account for your actions. The justice card is calling you to make the fairest decision. Justice is a sword that cuts through a situation. It will not be swayed by outer beauty. Whoa. When deciding what is fair and just. Justice is the sword that cuts through a situation and will not be swayed by outer beauty when deciding what is fair and just. Final Verdict by Empress Eva. Eva's Magical Workshop. I'm wearing that right now. And that couldn't be more like this card. If you're looking in the spiritual oils. I'm pretty into my spiritual practice. I like rituals. And I like to get through shit. And I'll use every spiritual tool I can get. I don't need to use this. I will be okay. We're gonna be okay. Let's do this Nine of Cups in reverse. I will be okay. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Your wish will not be fulfilled. I'm sorry for you. I just feel sorry for you. This is a very positive card. Happiness, but it's in the reverse, so it's not. Happiness and contentment replace difficult struggle. Difficulties and struggle. It's all about satisfaction and having a good time. Good news and good health and positive energy abound. It's easy to practice gratitude when there is this kind of magic in the air. Divinatory meaning. Material success, satisfaction, all the good things of life are available. You will get your wish. Physical health. In reverse, your wish will not be fulfilled. And guess what? It's in reverse. Strength, compassion, completion, optimism, suffering. Definitely some suffering. It's right over the Three of Swords. Definitely some suffering over there. And this is why I don't want to see your ass. Do you think I want to see you suffer? Do you really think I want to see you suffer? Do you think I could help you while you're suffering? I can't. You could only help yourself, and I'm sad to see you. That's it. I'm just sad to see you. I don't want to see you suffer. I don't want to see suffering. I don't want to see a miserable person. Ten of Cups in reverse. Loss and betrayal. Shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, discontention, misaligned values, struggling relationships. Do it for the kids. Ultimate completion, final manifestation, result of true will, recognition and continuation, realization, endings. That's what they're going through in their personal life without you inside of it. This might not even be depicting your relationship, and I don't think it is. Your relationship with them has the potential of love, and it could be just platonic. Their relationship with the people around them is broken. And until they recognize that and see the blessing that you are and the demons that they have surrounded themselves with, you can do nothing. You can do nothing to help them until they have fixed their issues, fixed the issues that they are in. Three of Swords in the upright. Doesn't matter. It's already bad. Pain, sorrow, heartbreak, disappointment. Oh, that's interesting in this particular deck. And probably in all decks. If this was in the reverse, it would be better. This guy's going through a horrible time. Karmic justice, dude. A shadowy time of grief and disillusionment. You may be experiencing unpleasant and unwanted outcomes. Accept the situation and avoid becoming trapped by negative thinking. Even in the midst of sorrow, know that this too shall pass. This is an opportunity to grow stronger. Take time to heal, and something better will emerge from the situation. You will soon find inspiration again. Stormy weather and general upheaval. Heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, and depression. Libra. You got Libra twice for them. Triplicity, expression, expansion of the idea, growth, first stages of completion. So they're going through a divorce. A divorce of something. Something unhealthy for them. They're going through a divorce. And you have to watch. Have to shut up and watch. Or not watch. You know how you personally are collective? You're distancing yourself to get away from negative energy and toxicity, and you don't want to take on people's karma. This person has taken the karma of some bitch. That's their choice. If they want to hold that karma that isn't theirs, that's their choice. That's the unfairness. Whoever they're with lacks accountability, is dishonest. And they're this other person that you want to reconcile with, or you're watching a no contact reading because you miss them, you haven't quite let them go. They're taking on the burdens of others, which means you can't be around them. While they're going through this divorce, whatever the divorce may be. What's going to bridge that gap? Are we actually going to try now? Or are we actually going to bridge the gap? Are you coming back to me? Are you coming back to me? Have you realized the issue yet? Have you gone through what you needed to go through? Because I miss you. I miss you. I'm sorry I hurt you. I don't know how I hurt you, but I'm sorry. I do know how I hurt you. Yeah, I see. They're also a symbol of lack of accountability. Are you gonna fucking come back, bitch? Are you gonna fucking come back? Are you gonna make me work for you? I don't want to work for you. And that's why you're over there. That's why you're over there, motherfucker. Injustice, imbalance, prejudice, bias, manipulation. Do it for the kids. You're really gonna tell me that? As a person, justice describes someone who is fair-minded, but it's in reverse. In a challenging position, justice can describe someone who is playing unfairly. At their very worst, this could be a corrupt person within the legal system, but is more likely to be someone who is trying to manipulate the truth for their own gain or satisfaction. A liar, or someone giving false evidence, could be highlighted by this card when it is in reverse. So you gonna get rid of that, dude? Are you gonna stop doing that? Or am I gonna leave you? At its most general level, this is a card of karma. The universe always notices those things we say and do. It mightn't reward or punish us instantly, though, and this is something worth remembering, those things we've said and done can become hidden beneath time and seemingly forgotten, only to arise months or years later. Everything we experience has grown from its own seed, whether planted yesterday or further back in the distant past. With this in mind, justice asks us to think about our present behavior and how it will affect our future. This card, when being read as a situation, encourages us to be fair in our dealings. It reminds us to study the facts and put aside our emotional response to what is going on when we make a decision. What choice would be the fairest for all concerned? Haven't I done enough? Haven't I repented enough? No, you haven't. What did you do? Why are you paying back right now? You're going through all this shit. What the fuck did you do? Why the fuck do you think this is happening to you? And why do you want to throw it onto me? Why do you want to throw it onto me? Do you think I don't know what you're doing? Do you think I don't know what you're trying to do? Do you think God doesn't know what you've done? There's got to be a bridge to gap. If you feel so collective, if you feel so strongly against this person, why are you still thinking about them? If you have so much contempt and are rejecting this person, why do you want to wait to see how to bridge the gap? Are you wrong? They're going through a horrible time. You're having a great time. Why are you being so heartless? Why are you holding back your love for this person that is going through the worst time of their life and paying back karmic debt for who they used to be decades ago? And why are you holding back from them? Is it your duty? Is it your duty to help them? Why has God put this person in your life? Why are you able to see them suffer? Why do you love them? And why aren't you giving that love to them? Bridge the gap. The Lover's in reverse. Bridge the gap. The Fool in reverse. Bridge the gap. 4 of bottles in the upright. Another rejection? Bridge the gap. The tower in the upright. So this relationship you have with this person needs to go through this own tower. He's going through a hard time. But you guys together, if you want to bridge this gap, need to go through your own personal tower with each other. This poor man. He's having a horrible time. He doesn't feel good. Okay, let's just... All right. I'll try not to stumble those cards. When ill-dignified, the lovers becomes overtly focused on pleasure, sex, and all sorts of naughty stuff. Oh. Love turns to lust. You can lose sight of your morality. Blurring the lines between what is right and wrong, you may become confused as to what you believe in. Making improper decisions and choices, harmony and balance are upset. Things are not equal or in sync. Do it for the kids. Don't you want to do it for the kids? Don't you want to do it for the kids? Don't you miss me? Don't you miss me? Don't you miss me? Don't you miss me? Do it for the kids. Yeah, don't you want to do it for the kids? Is that why you're holding on? Do they get you gone? Is that why you're holding on? Some false idea. Do it for the kids. Some false excuse to hold on to your needs. Everyone needs needs. Everyone has needs. Needs by Tanache? Tanache? I don't know how to pronounce her name. When ill-dignified, the fool can represent actual foolishness. You may make an error in judgment and be reckless in your behavior. It can represent hesitation and fear. Fear results in indecisiveness. It can also signify resistance to change. The fool, when ill-dignified, can indicate immaturity as well. Reckless in your behavior. The fool is often a step in a new direction. It's often a positive step in a new direction. The fool represents the ultimate reality that everything is devoid of any true identity. The fool is not a part of any sequence. The fool, who represents everything before creation, the eternal void, the chaos, never ending. The fool is the cosmic egg, holding all the potential of life and creation. The fool seeks freedom from limitations, a change that comes in the form of new opportunities, desire to be unique. The fool does not want to change the world, he only wants to change his own world. Of being in the presence of the divine, he is a spirit in search of experience, the human soul waiting on the other side to be born. When ill-dignified, the fool can represent actual foolishness. That's all I have? What? 4 of bottles in the upright again? This is a different book I'm reading from because we're on a different deck. This is the original book I bought with this deck because, like I said before, this is the first deck I've ever had. Did I think that I was going to do a sexy voiceover over this deck when I first bought it 7 to 8 years ago. No, I didn't think that I would do that. But we're here now, and I'm a different person than I used to be 8 years ago, nearly a decade ago. Whoa. Five of Cups? Okay. I just read Lord of Loss and Pleasure, and I thought that was the Four of Cups. Loss of pleasure. Pleasure, 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 pleasure. What the fuck is going on? The Lord of Blended. Four of Cups, esoteric title, Lord of Blended Pleasures. A man sits under a tree with arms and legs crossed. He looks at the three empty cups. Remember, this came out twice in this reading. He looks at the three empty cups before him with a look on his face that reflects an apathetic mood. He is unaware of the cup that is emerging from a cloud next to him. I'm scared. Symbolism and meaning. The Four of Cups represents what happens when the element of water is forced into structure. You get boredom, apathy, and withdrawal. Do it for the kids. 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 Fuck the kids. Water does not belong in a state of order and structure. It needs to move and flow. The Four of Cups represents a lack of interest in things that bring you joy. Do it for the kids. Do it for the kids. Do it for what about me? What about me? Remember, this guy's going through a divorce. What about me? Have you ever seen a commercial for depression medication? The symptoms listed describe the Four of Cups perfectly. This is quite the... You have to realize that... Collective, you have to realize that whatever negativity this person is putting onto you is negativity that has been put onto them from the past or from the current situation. They can only express what they experience. So if they're saying do it for the kids to you, that's actually just what they're going through, which is why they're going through a divorce. Their fake ass relationship, and they're just doing it for the kids. This is quite the opposite from the Three of Cups and all the fun those three women were having. We might very well be seeing the hangover from a long night of partying. The esoteric title, Lord of Blended Pleasures, can imply the attainment of a certain level of pleasure that may or may not continue. When something is blended, it becomes combined. Blended pleasure shows us that our pleasure is mixed, and in this mix, we've lost the original thing that gave us happiness. Thus, the discontent we see in the man. Emotions are unclear, blurred, or blended. We've lost the ability to distinguish one feeling from another. You can't pinpoint how you feel and why you feel a certain way. Four represents stability, and inside the Four of Cups, it manifests by bringing order to our emotions. You contemplate reflecting to try and understand your feelings. The man sits under a tree like the Buddha who sat under the Bodhi tree, seeking enlightenment. In the Four of Cups, we pull ourselves away from the things we love to indulge in. This is a great deck. I haven't read this book in a while. Three of Cups, and seek some alignment to some issues that is bothering us. The fourth cup that bursts from a cloud is like the Ace of Cups. This can represent offerings. However, this man does not see it or ignores it. This can represent that we have narrow vision. The fourth cup can also represent an epiphany, the aha moment when something clicks inside and we gain insight. In readings, the fourth cup represents a lack of interest towards the issue or matter being asked. It represents your need to pull back and reflect. You may be feeling depressed or disappointed. You need to sort through the emotions and understand them to reveal insights. Oftentimes, the answers you seek are under your nose. You just don't know it because you have become blind to seeing it. There is resistance to help that is being offered. So you're bored, and he's in fucking chaos. Why would either of you work on this relationship if you're bored? You're bored as shit. And the pleasure from this, the foolish ass pleasure from this isn't worth keeping tabs on right now. You know how fucking chaotic this life is. Why would he care about you? And you're so happy in your life. Why would you care about him? This is why there's no contact. Too much shit going on. Too much shit going on over there. I don't want to deal with it. I'm living my life. Why the fuck do I care about you? Too much shit going on over there. There's no pleasure. This is just a pleasure based relationship. So it needs to go through a tower. It needs to be destroyed. The current relationship that you have with this person needs to be destroyed. The fun's over. That you ain't gonna get nowhere with no honeymoon phase. You've gone through the pleasure of this relationship. It needs to have actual substance now for anyone to care about it, because you don't care about it and they don't care about it. So you need to put your love into it if you actually care about it. What do they need to do? Get a divorce? Well, that's what it seems like. Deal with their own shit before trying to start a new relationship with you. Any relationship with you. The tower. We should guard ourselves against pride because pride leads to downfall. Fucking shit, man. I'm just going to read my highlights. The tower builds upon the devil, and the devil we enter the dark and journeyed into our subconscious to deal with our inner demons. The devil is addiction. But the devil didn't come out here. It came out in my last reading for Gemini, but that's a different reading. Desire and lust consumed us as we focus on self-interest and ourselves. As we stay in this darkness, we lost sight and became trapped in the mind game of self-limiting behaviors and ignorance. As we enter the tower, we come to a breaking point of change and shaking up of what we have come to know and accept as the norm. It shows a strong amount of hubris. What does? The Tower of Babel? Oh, yeah. That's what this, the biblical representation of this card. One of the first things that came to my mind when viewing this card was the Tower of Babel from Genesis in the Bible. After Noah and the flood, people had settled in the land of Shinar. Shinar is interpreted as Mesopotamia, and more specifically Babylonia. The people said to themselves, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They had brick and stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth." For this action, God scattered them and confused their language. As a result, they stopped building the tower. The reason for God's displeasure was one for debate. It is seen that the problem in building this large tower for the purpose of reaching God and his realm was wrong. It shows a strong amount of hubris, challenging God and his authority, or on another level, wanting to be God. In other passages, in and outside the Testament, the people wanted to wage war with God. They wanted to strike the firmament sky with hatchets until it rained. So this lovers, this rebellious sexual energy, reckless, foolish energy that both of you are rejecting at this time, full of hubris, full of pleasure, full of everything you desire. It needs to go away. In readings, when the tower appears, it represents an unexpected change in the situation. Things appear to be falling apart and are in ruins. However, the towers allow you to rebuild new foundations for a stronger future. The card tells you that what you think and believe has many flaws. You're ignorant of things that you need liberation from. There is great opportunity for you to improve yourself at this moment. Give up old habits, old ways of thinking, and embrace the change. So that's how you gotta bridge this gap. It's not just for the pleasure anymore. Are you going to work on this relationship? Do you love me? 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 Or is it just for sex? There is love. You have love. They're going through a lot. Their love can't even be seen in the situation. Or maybe it's the fact that you have rejected them, that they are going through a lot of internal chaos. But I really think, oh, he's heartbroken because you rejected him. This is his representation of how he views the relationship. Is he's heartbroken, shattered dreams, wish not fulfilled, unfairness. Are you causing this man turmoil because you're caught in your pleasures and you need to be alone? And you have this love. He wanted that love. You didn't allow it for them. And he's crumbling. Are you evil? I feel like I can't look at anyone straight right now because of what I just did on camera. Are you just evil? They're evil too. This lovers in reverse. This is your shared energy. They know what they're doing wrong. They're getting the karmic justice for it. I don't know why you aren't. You fed into it too. Now you're bored. Well, you've isolated yourself from the situation because it was so toxic. Of course, you're getting a better life right now, and he's suffering. He didn't decide to leave. You decided to leave. And because you made the decision to be what is seen as the bigger person of ending this toxic connection, they're going through the karma because they would have never done that. All right, let's get this sigil magic in from Damien Eccles and see what fucking spells put on us. See what I don't even know. This is a new deck to me. Let's focus on something else. That's basically it. Like, let's get rid of this no contact and focus. Holy shit. Next card, next card, next card. What's next? I should read these? No, let's just get the next card. This is crazy. This deck is wild. Okay, Damien Nichols. Your advice, their advice, shared advice. Kissing, reckless. I don't even know the lyrics. I'm down to ride. Too fast to live, too young to die. Too fast to live, too young to die. All right, Damien Nichols. So we got over your energies, your advice. Cord cutting. Releasing what no longer serves you. That's what you figured out in hermit mode. It's not even this person that you're cutting your cords from. You're cutting cords from other people that you don't even want to contact anymore. This is a no contact reading for someone that you want to be with. And you've officially cord cut the people that were actually extremely negative for you and would never have your best interests at heart and or overly manipulative. And those are just different people. That's a different relationship. This is a good relationship because we got over here In the center, joy, unrestrained happiness, perfect contentment. And then over here, Archangel Camiel, Archangel of Jevera, don't know what the fuck that is. Disputes and conflict, strength in battle. Good for him. He got an archangel cast over him that gives him strength in battle, and he needs it. Because he's in battle. Because he's in battle right now in that marriage that he needs to get a divorce from. Too fast to live, too young to die. Cord cutting. A form of cleansing. Cord cutting involves severing attachments which are no longer serving your best interests. These are usually energetic attachments to people, places, or things from your past relationships with people who are usually from people. These are usually energetic attachments to people, places, or things from your past. Relationships with people are usually the strongest source of energetic cords. Sometimes we can break up with a partner who is not fulfilling our needs, but as time passes, we still feel their energy all around us as we go throughout our day. This is why we're doing a no contact. This connection must be fully severed before we will be able to emotionally and spiritually let go of them and move on with a new partner. If we fail to sever this connection, then the old energy will continue to seep into our new relationship. Yeah, you're ready for new love, that Ace of Cups. You're ready for new love. You're cutting the past, which is just toxicity, and you're ready for new love. They kind of need that advice too. Are you going to cut off your past? You're in a horrible relationship, dude. Are you going to cut off what you need to cut off in order for us to have a good time? We got joy over our bridge. Romantic relationships aren't the only kind of energetic connections in the past that interfere with our daily lives. Toxic family members, which is what I'm cutting off, or even friends from our childhood can have a lasting impact on us as adults. We often fail to see. Okay, I'm getting downloads from the people I'm cutting off. I'm not going to give them any mine. This isn't your no contact reading, bitch. Get the fuck away from me. This is a no contact reading with someone I actually want to be with. I don't need your bullshit. Can you back the fuck up? Back the fuck up. Romantic relationships aren't the only kind of energetic connections from the past that interfere with our daily lives. Toxic family members or even friends from our childhood can have a lasting impact on us as adults. We often fail to see how a particular person's behavior has shaped our own interactions with the world around us. By identifying these behaviors and letting go of these people, even if they have already passed on, we can begin to grow into our true selves. Places and experiences may also subconsciously hold us back without our conscious mind realizing it. Through deliberate, intentional efforts, these energetic ties may be severed. Damien and Lori recommend calling in the services of Archangel Michael to assist with this work. And I'm going towards herself. That's funny. Michael is often depicted wielding a sword used to slay the great dragon, but that sword can also be used to cut energetic cords, releasing us from the ties binding us to unproductive energies from our past. Mediating with the sigils and Meditating with the sigils, an opportunity to consider what energies from your past are still present in your life which have a negative influence. Think about faults or weaknesses you would like to change and their origins in your past. Consider unhealthy thought patterns which sometimes creep into your mind. Ask yourself if any of these could have been caused by people, places, and events from your past that no longer serve you. They will impact your future until you have severed their energetic connection. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm in a state of mind right now. I'm in a physical upheaval. All right, let's go to their energy. I'm in a trance. Archangel Camille, page 124. This is a Damien Eccles sigil magic deck, by the way. I already showed it in the beginning. Do your own fucking research. I'm barely touching onto it, so I don't have much to say about it. That's the main reason I said that. Archangel Camille. Aren't these sigils so cool? Got spell magic on cards. Archangel Camille, also spelled Camille with a K, rules over the Sephiroth of Jivura. Oh, that's what it is. On the Kabbalistic tree of life. I just needed to drink water after reading that. In Hebrew, his name means God has warmed. Although often conflated with Archangel Samuel, these are two separate spirits with similar, although different, divine roles. It is theorized that Samuel was the original ruler of Javura before becoming a fallen angel, at which time Camiel took over. As one of the 7 primary archangels, Camiel is also ruler of Mars and the powers choir in the angelic hierarchy. Angels of this choir are devoted to restraining the forces of evil and maintaining order throughout the universe. In conjunction with this rule of the planet Mars, Archangel Camiel deals with the disputes and conflicts, managing simple arguments between individuals as well as major warfare around the world. Camiel may be invoked to give strength and to help mediate disputes. If you are involved in an argument or conflict with someone, he can help guide you to a peaceful resolution. The precious stone onyx helps connect you with Camiel's energy when performing an invocation. My energy for that is it's over this person's energy. That guy just needs God. In divination, this card bears a similar message to the Chariot card in the tarot. In a reading, Archangel Camiel warns about the dangers of conflict. Specifically, disputes with other people can also point to a victory, depending on the surrounding cards, although it's more specifically about the struggle than the outcome of the fight. Well, we see struggle. There's nothing but struggle on that side of the table. Are you kidding me? We see struggle. Joy? Alright. Page 60, Joy. This is the last card. Joy. That's beautiful. Sometimes everything we desire comes to fruition in exactly the way we need it to. At these times, we soar to emotional highs, reaching peaks of happiness that are impossible to sustain. That's that bored energy. That's that 4 of Cups energy. This is a sense of complete joy, which comes naturally in rare waves. If a person is lucky, they will experience this kind of unrestrained positivity frequently throughout their lifetime. But if a person is sensitive to their surroundings and in tune with their inner world, they can experience joy every day of their lives by finding uncommon beauty in common things. So that's what's going to bridge this gap. Imagine walking through a supermarket that is filled with completely unique colors, smells, and textures. Pick up a piece of fruit and smell it. Run your fingers over it. Observe the shape and imperfections. This object in your hands is a work of art born from the soil of our planet, and it tastes good too. By slowing down our perception of the world around us and remaining in touch with our own emotions, we can begin to see our surroundings. Why did I say ourselves? With new eyes. The sense of wonder inevitably leads to new discoveries, which in turn creates a sense of joy. As adults, it is increasingly difficult to find beauty in our surroundings because we become complacent to the dreariness of mundane objects, people and places we encounter day after day. However, when we look at these same things with the eyes of a child, they become interesting and fresh, allowing us to feel joy at being alive. So that's the only thing that's going to bridge this gap is joy. Sometimes everything we desire comes to fruition in exactly the way we needed. At these times, we soar to emotional highs, reaching peaks of happiness that are impossible to sustain. Impossible to sustain, that's that Four of Cups. This is the sense of complete joy which comes naturally in rare waves. If a person is lucky, they will experience this kind of unrestrained positivity frequently throughout their lifetime. But if a person is sensitive to their surroundings and in tune with their inner world, they can experience joy every day of their lives by finding uncommon beauty in common things, by slowing down our perception of the world around us and remaining in touch with our own emotions. We can begin to see our surroundings with new eyes. The sense of wonder inevitably leads to new discoveries, which in turn create a sense of joy. One of the best cards in the deck. This is the divination explanation. Joy brings a message of happiness without problems or challenges. Joy points to an entirely positive outcome. If you have asked a specific question, this card provides the definite answer, yes. So that Ace of Cups is set to go out to them. The Ace of Cups is given a full okay of being sent out. That's that Tower. I really think that Ace of Cups is the Tower that needs to happen. Actually bringing love into the situation. We have fun here. We have a lot of fun here. Fun isn't the only thing that's going to sustain this. It's an emotional high. It cannot be sustained. If you only rely on joy, that's the advice, that's the magic. You need joy. Just continuously learn a way to enjoy. That's the Four of Bottles. Is the wrong thing to do is to not enjoy what is already around you. That's that advice. You're not enjoying yourself in the situation. But you should be enjoying it. You're spoiled. That's the original Four of Cups. That original Four of Cups energy reading from the beginning. You're spoiled. You're so happy you're spoiled that you're not enjoying the joy. Okay. I guess that's the message. Enjoy the joy. You're so happy you're spoiled. That's the message. For no contact? Enjoy the joy. You're so happy you're spoiled. Well, get from that whatever you're getting from it. That's it. That's it, dude. Enjoy the joy. You're so happy you're spoiled. Understand what people are going through negatively. Understand their negative lives. Don't put it onto yourself. That's why this Archangel Camiel is here. They need to call to God and his angels, and God's going to help with people's problems and who will give them strength in battle with any disputes and conflict that they are going through. It's not your job to sort through other people's stuff. It's your job to just enjoy your life. And that's the only thing you should bring to your relationships is your own joy. You should cut cords, releasing what no longer serves you. Cut cords with what is stressing you out. Stay in your Empress, Ace of Cups energy. Reject. As much as they were like really calling you a spoiled brat with that Four of Cups, reject what you don't need. Stay in your hermit mode and only delve into relationships if you enjoy them. Because you could have pity for people and feel bad for them, but God needs to help them. You're not going to help them. The only thing you need to do with people is to enjoy their presence. and to have them enjoy your presence. That's all you need to do. That's the message is hold on to the joy, let God do the rest. That's the message. Hold on to the joy, let God do the rest. All right, that's it. I love you. Goodbye. Have fun with that reading. Hold on to the joy, let God do the rest. That's really what it is. That's why this archangel came out. They're like, I got this. I know you don't want to fucking deal with it. Hold on to the joy, let God do the rest. There we go. And know that any archangels that are coming up are coming through the permission of God. Don't get it twisted. All right. Goodbye. I love you. Have a good day.